Hey, Lark here. And I recently talked about the importance of stepping outside of our comfort zone in order to increase our threshold or our capabilities. But I think it's also just as important to talk about times when it's actually okay to stay within your comfort zone. That may seem counterintuitive or to go against conventional wisdom, but there actually are times when that's important. I talked a while back about the importance of prioritizing rest, and that's definitely one example. But another one is when you want to maintain your current capabilities, but also conserve your energy for the real deal, if you will. Let me explain what I mean. I'm nearing the end of my my half marathon training program, and I've entered what's called the taper. Now, a taper, in any kind of workout program, it means that you're backing off on your training a little bit. In my case, that means that I'm not running quite as long, or as hard, or as often. Just enough for me to stay limber and to, stay active while maintaining the growth that I've already achieved. Now, in any training program, it kind of falls into three different stages. The first part is when you're getting used to the motions. The bulk of it is when you're actually increasing your capabilities. And the last part is where you want to maintain that growth that you've achieved for that main event, like I mentioned. And a lot of athletes are familiar with this concept, and many of them actually really struggle with the taper because it feels like they're not working hard enough. And this is what's known as a taper tantrum. What you need to remember, there are two important things to remember, and those are, one, that it's with a purpose. You're not just being lazy, you're backing off on your training for a reason. And two, it's not forever. Once you've finished your main event, you can begin preparing for the next thing, and then you can start to grow even more than you did this time. So, if there is a real life analog to this, I think it is just to be aware of the periods in your life when it is appropriate to taper your efforts. And one example that came to my mind is when you're preparing for exams. Now, you have to forgive me, it's been a little while since I've been in school, so I don't remember if this is the time of year when you might be preparing for exams yourself, or if that's already too late. So if if this advice is reaching you a little too late, then I'm sorry, and I hope that maybe it's helpful for the next semester. But when you're studying for an exam, the common thing to do is to work really, really hard those last few weeks or days leading up to the exam, and then hope that that's enough to get you through the finals. But it doesn't work so well, especially if that's compounded by lack of sleep and stress and things like that. It would actually be more effective if you study throughout the year, and then during those last few days or even weeks, really prepare yourself by, you're still keeping up on your studies by maybe periodically reviewing the things that you know, but you're also really focusing on resting up well, eating healthy, and things like that. So I hope that that's helpful to you. I hope that you are able to find the times in your life when it's appropriate for you to stay in your comfort zone and allow that to give you the rest and growth that you need. I'll talk to you later. I hope that's helpful. Bye.